Hello, welcome to OnceHub Tutorials. My name is Vivek, and today I'll help you set up a Zap for your booking calendars. Zapier allows you to send data from OnceHub to any third party application that OnceHub may not integrate with, but Zapier does. As an example, if you wanted to send data to your CRM, you could consider setting up a Zap with your booking calendars so that the data is automatically sent to your CRM each time a booking is scheduled or the booking status is changed, and this saves on the work for manually having to enter the data into your CRM. In today's example, we'll be sending data from my booking calendar to a Google Sheet that I have set up. Within the Google Sheet, I'm asking for the name, the email of the client, the meeting date and time, and there are two custom fields or questions that I have set up within my booking form that I would also like to collect the data for. Let's take a look at the booking calendar now, specifically the booking form section. Here, except for the name and the email, you would have to map the other fields to a meeting object. As an example, for the question, what would you like to discuss? I have mapped it to a meeting object and the property is called topic. You can easily create new properties by clicking on the button here or clicking on the gear icon at the top right corner and going to objects and properties. I have also mapped the question, how long have you been using OneSub for, to the usage title, which is the usage time in my Google Sheet. Let's now take a look at the Zapier integration. Once you go to the account integration section, you can click on Zapier, and here you can search for the name of the application that you want to integrate with. You may find some existing templates which would save up on some work. For this video, we will be creating a new Zap from scratch. For the trigger, we would be selecting OnceHub, since that is where the data flows from. For the trigger event, we can select scheduled, since I only want to send the data whenever a meeting is scheduled with me. I don't want the data to be sent again if the meeting is rescheduled or cancelled. We will test the trigger, and this step allows us to see and get an idea of what information is being mapped to what field. We can continue with the selected record, and for the next action, I will select Google Sheets. I have already connected my Google account, and I want a row to be updated whenever a booking is scheduled. We'll go ahead and continue. The configure section would look different based on which application you're integrating with. For example, if you were integrating with a CRM, the questions asked here would look different. Once I have located my Google Sheet, the data has been automatically populated, and now I can link them to their respective fields. For the name and the email, we will be using the contact data. For the meeting date and time, we would be using the booking data. We can simply search for meeting, and I want the meeting date and time in the customer's time zone. For the topic, since this is a custom field, it will also show up as such within Zapier, which is similar for the usage time as well. Now that all my fields have been linked, we can click on continue and test the step once to see if the data is being sent correctly or not. It looks like the data came through correctly. So let's go ahead and publish the Zap. Now that the Zap has been published, we can make a test meeting to see if the data is coming through correctly or not. So I will go to my booking calendar and select a random date and time. We will enter a random name. For this demo, we will just put in OnceHub testing. I will enter my email, skip the phone number, but select the options for the other two fields. The meeting has been successfully scheduled, so let's take a look at the Google Sheet to see if any data has come through. Perfect. It looks like the data came through correctly with the correct name, the email, the date and time, the topic, as well as the usage time. I hope this video was helpful. In case you have any additional queries, you can always reach out to us at support@oncehub.com. I hope you have a good day and take care.